Hey, how's it going? Rich from Elk Endeavors here. Hey, tonight I wanted to talk to you really quickly in terms of affiliate marketing. What I wanted to talk about was the ability or difficulty of trying to sell to your friends, and what happens when you become an affiliate marketer, and how you can become a mentor, right? So the first thing I wanted to talk about was in affiliate marketing. There's also when you're talking about, so this, here's an aside, like right off the bat, here's an aside, which is that affiliate, when you're trying to do affiliate marketing, you want to stay away from the idea that it's a side hustle. Okay, and what I mean by that is that you want to well, just that. You don't want to think of it as a side hustle. You want to think of it as a business, okay? And when I got into this, I thought exactly what I'm saying not to, right? I thought it was a side hustle. I was trying to make an extra buck, extra, and make ends meet. And so what I found out was that, pretty soon enough, like as I moved throughout my program, which is the 4% Success Challenge, as I moved throughout the program, I realized that this isn't a side hustle. This is like a legitimate business that I'm trying to start. And I wasn't expecting that, and I really wasn't. Not that I wasn't interested in it, but it certainly wasn't like, I was expecting to try to make, $200 or $300 a week. And just like I was doing with Uber or, with other things, just this was a different way, and like a way that I could be at home instead of driving around in my car. And I soon found out that it's not a side hustle. This is like a legitimate business. So if you get out of that side hustle mindset, the side hustle mindset is like a poverty mindset. And if you're constantly trying to make ends meet, if you're constantly trying to like make up the difference, the $200 difference between what you earn and what you need to pay every month, you'll never get there. And I can tell you that from 25 years of experience. I've never gotten there. I've never been at a point where I'm like, I have extra money to put somewhere. It's just not doesn't work that way for me. Well, for anybody really. It's not me. It's just the way it works. So that's the first thing. And I want to, so think of it as a side business, not a side hustle, and stay away from the poverty mindset of like, I need to make up this $100, disparity, because like I said, it's never going to happen. You're never going to, and I don't mean to be harsh. I'm just saying, like, in my experience, and this is the way that all the personal development people, and they all talk about it. You're never gonna make up that $100, because it's beyond, like, you're not thinking about money the right way. You're not thinking about it in an abundance mindset, which is like the side business. Okay, so the way I think now, as a result of the program that I'm going through, is that eventually I'm going to have plenty of money, to the point where I do not at all want to quit my job, but I'll be at the point where that will be an option, and that's something that I've never thought about. So like the idea that same thing is that, like, when you say how can I afford, instead of saying I can't afford that, you say how can I afford it, right? So like right now, like my air conditioner went on the fritz yesterday, and so the central air system, that whole big unit that hangs out outside, that went on the fritz. And so I'm like, oh man, I was just kind of biding my time and waiting for it to go, knowing that it was old and, and that it would eventually go. And it's never a good time. It's never a good time. And I initially started thinking about it. I was like, this is an awful time for this to happen. And it's never a good time, right? So it's just a matter of like, okay, instead of saying I can't afford this, and not having air conditioning, I tell myself, well, how can I afford this? And I just think about it in a different way. Like I think about it from an abundance mindset as opposed to a poverty mindset. All right, so there's my half the video is talking about this, my sidebar. So not a side hustle, but a side business, okay? And so I wanted to talk about mentoring, and when you get a chance to mentor someone. And so like I'll tell you a story about like a friend of mine. He and I both worked together. We both didn't like our jobs, and so I was able to move along, and he has not been able to yet. So I moved along, and then I got into this, what I thought was a side hustle, became a side business, and now I'm in the business of helping people, right? So he would talk about it, and it was really like hard. It was kind of like multi-level marketing, where I'm like, I don't want to like sell to my friends and try to get them involved in something that, you know, they're going to say it's a pyramid scheme, and I have to go through all this nonsense. You know, but I'm not in that. Like, I'm an affiliate marketer, right? I'm an affiliate entrepreneur. But it's still like it's a hard in to take, right? So there's one day when he was talking about it, and he was like, oh, you know, my daughter is getting into horses, and it's getting really expensive because horses are just expensive, and like horse camps and things like that. And he's like, you know, it's just like it's killing me. And he said something to the effect of like, I'm killing myself so my kids can be happy, and I guess that's just the way it is. And I wanted to tell him, like, no, like, it's not that way. Like, it doesn't have to be that way. I'm sorry for the shakiness of my camera. I'm trying to like crank this out. I just got home from work. And so, you know, so I finally just said, you know, it doesn't have to be that way. And here's what I'm doing. And I kept it secret from anybody, really, you know, until that point, right? So I started talking to him about the 4% Success Challenge and what it had done for me, and how excited I was about it. And you know, and I said, listen, this is something that I am doing that eventually will, you know, enable you to be able to quit your job. You know, if you want to do that, which certainly, you know, that's what he wants to do, you'll be able to do that. And like I said, I have no interest in quitting my job, but I have interest in being a lot more comfortable and living with an abundance mindset and having the abundance. That's what I'm after, and that's what I'm, you know, going to succeed at. But I, you know, I had to talk to him about that, and I felt like at that point I'm like, listen, I have to tell you about this, because that's what this business, that's what my like program is all about. It's like, you know, if you can't, like, if I can't sell to my mom, then I can't sell to anybody, right? Like, if I won't sell it to my mom, if I'm embarrassed to sell it to my mom, then I don't want to sell to anybody. So that's my litmus test. And so I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, he needs this. He absolutely needs this. And if I can help him with it, then I'm going to try to help him with it. And ultimately, he hasn't taken me up on it. You know, I've been talking to him about it, but I've become his mentor. I've become a mentor anyway in his life in a completely different capacity than he's been used to, right? So he's never had a mentor that's talking to him about, you know, how he might be able to get out of the job that he hates. That's something that's new. And honestly, I've never had a mentor like that, and I've never been a mentor like that. So it's something new for me, but I'm able to talk to him, and it's a different connection. So most, you know, like I'm connecting with you over YouTube or over email or over my blog post, right? I'm not connecting with you one-on-one, and you know, hopefully maybe someday some of us will meet, and that would be awesome, right? But like the chances of me meeting everybody that's on my email list is it's impossible, right? So that's where I'm looking at, is terms of like, I have clients and customers who are from all around the world that I'll, like I said, I'll probably never meet them, but I've helped them in their lives at some point, or with something. But this person, like, I know him, and I know him very well, and I care about him, and I care about all my customers, but I care about him in a different way. And you can imagine, I'd be lying to you if I told you I could care about everyone equally, because it's just impossible. Like, I've known this dude for, you know, 5-6 years now. So that's my point, is like looking at like how you can help the people that you love. And if you can promote your product, and you feel comfortable promoting your product to the people that you love and care about, then you've passed the litmus test. Then you've got a really good product that you believe in, and that's really, really fortunate. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. I really appreciate you watching. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Let me know how you like the videos that I'm doing. I'm really excited to be doing this work, and I look forward to talking to you soon. If you like the idea of the 4% Success Challenge, please check it out in the link below, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day.